Hello YouTube Pipers, Double O Pipe here, aka Rick. This is Paladin Piper's new Codger challenge. I'm going to try and smoke this pipe without it going out with 2 matches and poking the tamper in while the pipe is in my mouth. Now this is my Savinelli Bing's favorite. I have a balsa filter in there. The stem seems to have loosened up a bit since the last time I used it. But well, how do I show that? 2 fingers, two fingers for the bowl. My middle finger can fit down in there to about 1 knuckle. My little finger can go all the way down, so it's not a small pipe at that. I have my matches. I have my tamper. And I have my Carter Hall. Now, he said 3 ounces. I have no way of knowing how much 3 ounces is. Now, to me, I don't know if you would call that, whoops, son of a gun. I don't know if you would call that 3 ounces or not. But I will get rid of the fat leaf. That will definitely stop this thing up. All right, I'm going to see how much of this I can get into this thing. I don't know. I will tamp it down just a little bit to get some more in there. It's got a draw on it. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? So far, you're supposed to have enough in there to tamp it down with the fat of your thumb. Now that's not the whole amount, but that's as much as I can get in there comfortably and have a bit of a draw on there. So, I have that much left. So, the amount may disqualify me. I don't know. But I don't have some weights to measure it. So I'm just, like I say, I poked a good amount in there, and it's at a point where my thumb can pack it down. Now, lighting it. 1 match. I can tell that filter's got to go because that's not helping the drag on here. That's better. Tamping with the pipe in my mouth, if you note. Woo! I should have brought a book over. Let me get the book I'm reading. I ought to be able to wrap that up in about an hour, don't you think? I won't be able to talk a whole lot because I'll be too busy puffing and blowing. I'm not going to be able to read that because I can't hold that and concentrate on this pipe at the same time. Maybe a smaller one. David Weber's Out of the Dark. He's the author of the Honor Harrington series, which was a pretty good series. One of the things I remember Mutton Chop saying, he would sit there and say, small breaths, and then he'd keep his mouth closed while he was doing that. This is the first sunny day we've had all week. We had a day of rain the other day, which once again turned my yard into a swamp. And I still have to wear my hip boots out there to walk Hunter out. Poor, I don't have the money for boots for him. I don't think he'd wear them anyway. But I don't remember the yard ever being a swamp like it is these days. There are some who would say it's because of global warming. That's a bunch of bull hockey. Now, how do you show that you have smoked this down to the last ash. I guess you could empty it out on some paper or something. And if there's unsmoked tobacco at the bottom, you have your answer. Hang on for a minute, I'm going to show you my cake. It's still a little packy, but the texture's a whole lot better than the last one. I have to say, I goofed on the first one. It said add baking powder. You already know what I'm going to say. And on the first one, I added baking soda. Is it any wonder that it turned out so poorly? I don't think so. I don't know why. For some reason, I have made that same mistake at other times. Baking soda and baking powder. Well, this time I did add baking powder, which for whatever reason, whatever it does for a cake, it did it for this one. Pardon me. Now, Paladin Piper, you can disqualify me if you think that I did not put 3 ounces in there, because I have no clue how much 3 ounces is. And I'm okay with that. I'm just on here because I'm a codger and you challenged me once again. I felt like I had to get into it. So, and if I seem to be freight training, I think it's because I believe that's the only way I can keep that flame going. And I have to admit that using this, I may have done it without the pipe being in my mouth, because some things just happen without you remaining conscious about it. I have my paints out. I have my drawing over there. And because I haven't done it in such a long time, the first time I painted it, I wiped all the paint off. Because I couldn't get things, I mean, slowly but surely, I was getting it into a likeness, but there was no contrast like you need in a portrait. So instead of trying to sit there and make that contrast, because I wasn't being too good at it, I just decided to wipe the paint off and give it another try. I think one of the reasons was that the background was too light. So I got this little 6x6 board already gessoed. And I'm going to try it with that next time. To see if the background helps in the delineation of the values. My values, that's the darkness against the light, or were just very indistinguishable. Everything was sort of blending into the same value, so that the more I tried to lighten it up, the more the colors mixed, because it's oil. And it just didn't turn out. So I am going to give it another try this week. And try a formula that I've seen others do, and see if that works. Oh, goodness. Well, I still got smoke going. It's been 18 minutes. I hear the crackle of the fire in the bowl. I don't know if you could hear it or not. But I still got a lot of smoke coming out of this thing. Yeah, hear it? You probably can't hear it. I have a cup of Assam tea. Pat told me I'd at least had a chance to win a box of matches. So I figured, what the hey? Box of matches, box of matches. And I haven't enjoyed this pipe in a while. But it's a good one and I enjoy it. I'm going to try and send this to pallet and piper. Not sure how to do it because it might be too big to send. I read somewhere you can put rice in the bottom of your bowl. And that rice would soak up moisture. If you find they got a lot of gurgling in there. There's also a product on the market that one of my commenters told me about, and I've forgotten the name of it. You can order it from Amazon. But I got some rice in a bag over there. I might try that one day. I would think that it would burn the rice and you get the taste of the rice in there. I don't know, since I haven't tried it. I get the feeling I'm down close to the bottom of the bowl. I just finished watching the last season of Picard. My son told me I would enjoy it. I tried watching the other two seasons and just didn't care for it at all. But the third season was okay. Nothing to write home about. But it brought just about all the people from Star Trek: The Next Generation together again. And of course, once again, they saved the world. The universe, I guess I should say. "24 minutes, still smoking." I remember the word that Mutton Chop used now. It's called sipping. And he would sit there like that with his mouth closed and breathe in and out through the pipe. Well, Pat, I don't think there's anything left. So I'm going to get my second match out now. And see if there's anything at the bottom to light up. I think I'm just sucking on charcoal now. I'm blowing ash out. Okay, I'm done. That was it. No more smoke for me. Oh. I don't know, there's a bit of smoke there. I think I better let it cool down a little bit. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, it just feels like ash. I don't feel any tobacco down there. Well, here you go, friends. I can't get that thing to show up. There it is. There's all my ash. And that's all it is, too. It's just ash. So I'm going to end this now. Thank you, Pat. Appreciate the challenge. And I hope I can mail this to you. If I can't, I'll have to post it online. I'll say bye-bye, God bless.